when you get all the Qur'ans that have been translated, half of the Qur'ans translated died. Now, your back's to the wall now. Show me the tafsir. You are not allowed to interpret on your own. What you're doing is the Hamza shuffle. Woo! We'll take questions, right? Come and join us, brother. Right, we'll take questions. You got a question? Muslims or anybody, have you got a question? We'll open it. Yeah, brother, go on.
You lead, you don't want.
No, you can ask questions.
I'm the curious type.
We believe in free speech here. We believe in free speech. Yeah, go on, brother.
What makes it so strong when you speak of it?
Right. In John 17, verse 1, can you read it? I'll show you.
John 7.
I'll show you. But he's asking a good question.
Yeah, who did Jesus pray to in the Garden of Gethsemane?
Information.
Okay, you're asking a question.
So God's got a wife.
Are you ready now? The brother asked about Jesus praying to the Father. How do we know?
Yeah,
Okay.
who wrote it? How do we know?
Well, I'll show you, yeah? Let's get John 17.
Who's John as well? I don't know who.
Right, John 17:1, yeah? You asked a good question. And see how we're engaging and talking and taking questions. Where the dawah teams, they shut people down. We're not shutting you down. We're giving him a question now, yeah? He says, yeah, because you're a hypocrite, brother.
I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, you're a hypocrite.
Don't worship a God like you can put on the cross.
Brother, just take a chill.
And kill.
You go preach your thing, brother. Yeah, okay. Right, let me read John. Let me read John.
We're dealing with this.
Yeah. Taqiyya, Taqiyya, Taqiyya. Taqiyya, Taqiyya, Taqiyya. Oh, Taqiyya, Taqiyya, Taqiyya. I'm doing Taqiyya every day. Taqiyya in the morning, Taqiyya in the night, Taqiyya in the afternoon. I'm gonna be alright. Oh, Taqiyya, Taqiyya, Taqiyya. Yeah, right, let's go. Right, John 17:1.
You only speak English.
It says, oh, Taqiyya, Taqiyya.
Speak English.
John 17:1.
English is your only language.
These words.
Learn the language of Jesus.
Will you go away now? Go. This guy is a nice guy.
Count 1 to 5 in Aramaic. I dare you. Count 1
No, we've got a question here.
in Aramaic.
What's said?
Right. Now he says, these words spoke Jesus and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify my son, that thy son also may glorify thee. Now listen. We'll get to that. In Islam, you're not allowed to call God Father. Jesus calls God Father. So Christianity is not the same as Islam. Right. Now let's get to this. So John, right, was an eyewitness to Jesus, right? Now every manuscript, listen, yeah, every manuscript that listen. He wrote it in Greek. He wrote it in Greek, right? Now listen. Let me finish. No. Every manuscript that we have of the Gospel of John does not have the title Mick McManus. Does not have the title of Bertie Bassett. Every Gospel of John has the title of John. Now, why is that important? I'll tell you why. It tells you that the Gospel of John was not anonymous. It was not anonymous. It was not anonymous. So the Muslims, they say the Gospel of John was anonymous. Many scholars in the West, listen, many scholars in the West, listen, let me listen. Many scholars in the West say the Gospels were anonymous, but every Gospel had the right title and they were never anonymous. Even the Apocrypha Gospels, the Gospel, the Infancy Gospel, which the Qur'an borrowed from, by the way, The infancy gospel, borrowed, the Quran borrowed from it. In the infancy, I'm getting back to it. The infancy gospel said there was a little boy, right? Listen, there was a little boy. Listen, he's trying to put us off from what we're doing because we're hitting hard, yeah? So just put him off or trying to drag him away. Right? The infancy gospel of Thomas says that there was a little boy and he bumped into Jesus and Jesus zapped him and killed him. How can that be a gospel? Yet the Quran quotes that gospel, right? That gospel, the gospel of Thomas quotes Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, right? So
where does information come from? Everything comes from.
So I'm giving you that. You have many manuscripts. You have many ancient manuscripts, Sinaiticus, Vaticanus in Greek.
Write that, John. Who wrote it?
I've just told you John wrote it. I've told you the manuscripts. I've given you evidence.
Verbatim wrote it.
But all you're doing, brother, all you're doing now, you're not showing sincerity. You know why? No. If you were showing sincerity, right, you will let it go into your ears, you will let it go into your heart, and you would respond, oh, Jason, yes, I get that. That's a good point. You've not done that. All you do is saying, next question. You're doing, what you're doing is the Hamza shuffle. Yeah, you're doing the Hamza shuffle. Always asking questions. Hamza shuffle. Never answer. Have I given him good evidence? I've just given you the evidence. Right, another question. I've given you the evidence. This is the Hamza shuffle. He always asks questions but never gives you an answer himself. That's the Hamza shuffle. The Dawah teams, they always like to ask questions but they don't answer. Okay, brother, go.
Let's turn back to the question. If someone took 5,000 years,
yes.
You read that you said
Yes. So, Mike, can you get that passage again?
Yeah. And you're saying that Allah
It was taken up.
Okay. So you're quoting Qur'an, right?
Yeah.
I'm quoting the same Qur'an. If you open it, mutawaffiq doesn't mean always dead. Open Surah 660. It uses the same word in mutawaffiq.
Yes. Yeah.
It means sleep.
Yeah, okay. I tell you understand. I hear your argument, and it's a good argument, but you have a problem. When you get all the Qurans that have been translated, and we're talking like 20 Qurans,
in Arabic.
and half of the Qurans translated died. Half of them translated died. Now, if you check your tafsir, they say what you're saying, right? Listen, but your tafsir, there's a problem with your tafsir, right? Because they are claiming it's historical, listen, and they don't give any historical evidence about what they're saying in your tafsir. So you look at your ancient tafsir, Kathir, you know Kathir? Yeah, Ibn Kathir, and many of these, yeah? They don't give any evidence, right? Okay? So do you hear what I'm saying?
You're telling that gentleman over there. You're telling that gentleman that you have the word. Are you sincere?
I'm sincere, yeah.
Okay, if you're sincere, right? You're talking about Surah
355. Which I hate.
Yeah.
355, yeah? And you use it in Mutawaffiqa and you read it out over here. But open the same Quran and go to Surah 660 and read it. So that's it.
I would totally agree. Even if listen,
That thing is soft.
no, it's not soft. No. Listen. Words mean something in the context. Right? So the word Son of God, it can mean I have a son, it can mean many things, right? But it also can mean divine person, right? In that context, and according to your dictionaries and according to your scholars, it means death. In that context, it does.
That's what you say.
It does. No, it's not what we say.
That's what you say.
We quote the Arabic guy. We quote the Arabic.
And I quote the Arabic too for you, but you neglect.
But he's more scholarly than you, bro.
What said?
And so are many other scholars.
And your tafsirs. Name me one tafsir, right? When he says Jesus was taken up, name me one tafsir that gives evidence for that. No evidence. Do you know what evidence your tafsir say? One tafsir says, oh, it was someone else, and they named the name. And that tafsir, I have the names for you if you want the names. That tafsir is not a reliable tafsir. Then you have Ibn Kathir, yeah? He gives a long line of the interpretation of it, right? And he's saying there's evidence that Jesus was taken up. You know what his evidence was? Ibn Ishaq. Who's Ibn Ishaq? Ibn Ishaq was a biography of Muhammad. That's 600 years, 700 years after Jesus. So what I'm saying is, your tafsir are not scholars. They're not proper scholars.
Read this out on that surah.
Yeah.
The word tawafi, as its verbal noun with its root being wafun, lexically the word means to take in full. This being its real meaning, its derivations, wafa, ifa, and istifa are used to convey that sense. In fact, the real meaning is to take in full. It means in the full Arabic language, it means completed, his appointed time at the hour of death, and the spirit or soul given by Allah is taken back fully. And conclusively, it is in that context that this word is used frequently in the sense of death. Simple form of death is the daily sleep of human beings. So it means death.
Wait a second. When you sleep, are you dead? When you sleep, are you dead?
Now you're trying to twist it, brother. You're trying to twist it, brother.
Shouting doesn't mean.
I'm not shouting you, brother, but
Surah 39:42 confirms that as well. If you go to Surah 39:42, it says, Allah takes away lives of the living at the time of their death and of those that do not die in their
This is
sleep.
what I'm saying. It doesn't always mean death, but you take always death meaning. That's the point.
I have this about perfect preservation of the Quran. If you have multiple meanings, like here it says, oh, he took him in his sleep,
and then they're changing it. Okay, brother, are you okay? You want to take
if you have different
that?
variants, then you.
Yeah, I think we're finished for a bit. Yeah, but thank you, thank you, brother. Keep up the good work,
It
brother.
says there's three meanings, three forms, sleep.
So you have to depend on scholars' interpretation, not what the Quran says.
And al-tawafi is put
The
into
tafsir
death.
says, or what the hadith says, or
They're supposed to take the tafsir. They're not allowed. You're not allowed to interpret it on your own. You're to go to the tafsir. Now, if you go to the tafsir, just look at your tafsir. It's a dog's dinner, bro. It's a dog's dinner, mate. It is a dog's dinner.
You pick and choose what you like.
No, you're not using your tafsir.
I am using it.
Well, show
It
me.
doesn't always mean death.
Show me your tafsir then.
So, in the context of Jesus,
Show me your tafsir.
If you're insisting, there's no point.
Show. Your back's to the wall now. Show me the tafsir. You were not allowed to interpret on your own. Show me the tafsir. What you're saying. The tafsir. Ancient scholar. What is the ancient scholar? You have classical scholars. I want to see one of your classical scholars. What he's saying is correct.
Okay, hold on.
it says here it's a natural death. That's the meaning.
See,
Allah took Jesus and caused him to die naturally.
Yeah, but that's your opinion.
Not at the hands of the Jews.
Yeah, it's your opinion. Show me the tafsir.
Take the Quran. We take the Quran, which is about.
What's your tafsir?
Hold on, my God. Hold
I
on.
want a classical scholar. Yeah.
Listen, we're taking the Quran, which tells you what was supposed to
I'll tell you what the tafsir said because I checked them all. No, I checked them all, and not one of them goes into the Arabic of the word. Okay, not one of them. Okay, God bless you, brother. We're done. I think we're done.